Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and today is Tuesday, November 20th, 2012, and this is the Daily Scan. Alright, yesterday certainly was an interesting day, as is every day in the market, some more so than others, but yesterday was a pretty good one. I did get into the MasterCard trade here. Let's take a look at what happened. It shot up. It actually went up so quickly yesterday, as we can see in this chart here. And I didn't, I thought I put my stuff in yesterday, but I guess I didn't mark this. It was a busy day for me yesterday. But I did jump in on this sort of early in the morning. I think it was right around here. 471.23 actually was the price of MasterCard when I got into it. So I picked my short put at 450, and at the time I believe it was around 28, a delta of 28. So if I look at 450 here, I have a delta. No, I'm in December. Sorry about that. I do know what I'm doing most of the time. At the time, it had a delta of about 28, and it's already down to 17, so things are moving along pretty good. We're up $66 on that particular one, and if we're looking at a break-even, and we can look at the break-even here of around 449.25. Here's my marker right here. We have to stay above this. There it is. I put it at the break-even. So that's where we're at. We can see that for quite a while it has stayed above that, so it's sort of a good support level right now. Another trade that I did yesterday, which may be of interest to you, is Apple. And just before the close of the market yesterday, I jumped in on this particular play here, and this is a straddle. I did an at-the-money straddle at the time. It was, I think it was around 466 something when I entered this straddle. So I did a straddle, 566. So I did a straddle at 565. And what I'm going to do is watch to see what the stock does today and see if it's going to move enough to give me some profit here. And you can see yesterday it had a move of over $30, but if it just get a $20 move, 567, 587, that would be a nice chunk of money or a move down. Either way, it's okay with me. So that's where I am right now. Another one, of course, is the Qs. I have my insurance policy here, which lost some money yesterday, but that's okay. I'm willing to give it all up for the team, so to speak. So let's take a look at what we might be looking for today. On the E-mini, we take a look at that chart. Nice looking day yesterday. And it looks like today already we're just kind of sitting here not doing anything, and we can take a look at this and it's up only 50 cents. And a quick look at gold. And you can see that the 50 MA was moving up on the daily chart, and now it's flattening out, and price definitely has been flattening out. But still, it's at 1733, and that is a pretty good price, I would say. It's, it's not around this where we touched 1800 up here last year. No, last month. That was last month. And we've touched it before, and that definitely 1800 is definitely a resistance point. psychologically and in reality. So keep that in mind. Soybeans, corn, euro, US dollar is 128, not moving around a whole heck of a lot. Pound to dollar is $1.59, and I still have some learning to do about bonds. So let's take a look at our A+ list and see what's going on there and some of those sort of plays that we did yesterday. Let's check out Apple from a chart perspective and see. Man, think or swim, you are slow today. Where we might be here. Like I said, if we can get a move up to here or a move down here today, I don't think I'll stay in that straddle any longer than today or this morning even. If it keeps marching towards a certain price point, I may close the end that is losing money and keep the end that is gaining money till the end of the day. We'll just see. I'll let you know tomorrow what I do with that. Otherwise, again back here, we have a down average. Moving average is moving down, and stochastic is moving up, which we're looking for a stochastic to hit up here and then see what happens on the daily. On the hourly, we just moved into an uptrend, so if we're thinking of doing weeklies, we're looking for a stochastic to move back down around here, around 20, or even if it's a strong uptrend below this 45 line here, and then a hook back up, and we get in with a short-term bullish play. Amazon. We had nothing lined up on this for yesterday. Black Friday's coming up. Who knows what's going to happen with Amazon? Depends on what kind of a Black Friday it is this year. So we're just going to pass on that particular one at this time. Baidu. Again, we might be looking, we have a strong downtrend. We might be looking for a stochastic to move up here, which is a medium overbought, and to hook back down, and that would be an entry point similar to what this one did back here and what this one did back here and what this one did. This one came all the way up, so this was a good entry point too. Alright, nothing going on there. CF Industries. We got a nice bounce yesterday, but again, we are on a weekly perspective, we were looking at this, we're in an uptrend. So this might be something to consider for today. So I am going to add that. This would be a long-term trade, definitely a December expiration. I think let's put an alert in. Let's come over here, and pretty much your alert will set based on the price here. So if I, press that and say I want to do an alert on the last, and it is right around 204, right about where the cursor was, so let's make it 205. Should be an easy move for that. We'll put an alert in there, and we'll see what happens today. I should get rid of all these drawings here. I think I will delete all drawings. It's cluttered up here. There, it looks a lot clearer. Okay. Chipotle. Here's our divergence that we talked about yesterday, and it just continued to move up. Now this would be chasing this particular one at this point, but again, we are in a downtrend on the long term, mid term, but the short term, we just went into an uptrend. So let's look over on this one. Let's get rid of this, and we're going to look on this one for a move down to here. So we're going to watch for that. It's a short-term bullish entry on that. Salesforce. This is a new trend up on the short term. Midterm, we're in a downtrend. Long term, we are in an uptrend. This also might be a good one for December expiration or longer. I'm going to get rid of these drawings too. Clear this up. We actually have a hook up here, so if we get something going here, and put an alert in on this one. I would like to see it get above this high. So we'll say, give me an alert on the last price at 150. And let's take a look at what we could do with this. If we're looking at December with a bull put, we're looking at just delta here. Whoops, let me get rid of this. We have a delta of 23. That's pretty good. That should give us pretty close to an 80% probability of it expiring out of the money. And we can take a look at that if you want. Here we have a delta of 23. We can look at this here, which has probability of expiring. We'll take a look at that. And that's this column here, probability of expiring is 23. And if we go back to mine, where I have delta is 23. So pretty much you can figure that you have an 80% chance of this, or 75% chance of this finishing out of the money. So we would want to sell a vertical. And I like to get as close to $1 on these as possible. This is probably good enough. It's a higher probability trade for a December expiration. So that would be the one that we'd be looking for. Google. We have a fake trade in on this. Fake trade. And we look to see what, sometimes you get some weird stuff in pre-market and aftermarket. But this particular trade, I think we did it at the money. Not doing good. Let's take a look at the chart. We were supposed to get when we looked over here, yesterday we had a hook down. And we looked at it yesterday morning. And we were thinking, yeah, let's do an at the money thing here. A bearish at the money trade. Not good. That one didn't work out very good. They all don't work out. Now, the question is, would you exit this at this point or not? You paid, or you collected $2.10 for it. You can lose $290 or win with $210. We'll just keep an eye on it. It's not hurting us at all at the moment. MasterCard, of course, we're in that particular one, and we're up $66. Priceline, we did a fake trade on that one too. And yesterday when we looked at it, it was here. We had a hook down. Everything was looking good for a bearish play. And then yesterday happened, but even with the market popping up like it did yesterday, Priceline did not really move as much as it normally does. And this is kind of this particular kind of candle is a sign of indecision, that the bears and the bulls were fighting it out, as they say. And nobody won unless they were playing the gap. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We're not down too much on that. Panera Bread. What were we looking at yesterday? Okay, here we have a possible long-term play on Panera. I think it's probably a better candidate for something like that. And we have a hookup on K here, where it came down below 45 and now it's hooking back up. So this might be a good one, and what I would be looking for is maybe a move up to like 165. It's at 163 now. If we get a move to 165, I'm going to want to take a look at it. So we'll throw an alert on that. 165. And my phone might be ringing off the hook today. Alright, and basically that is it for today. Let's take a look at Apple just for a second. One more look at Apple. What's Apple doing in the pre-market? Remember when I was talking about the prices here? On the risk, when you go to the risk profile or even go to the trade tab, gives you this bid and ask. This is what it's basically trading for in pre-market. So it closed at 565.73 yesterday, and it's at 566.81 to 567.15. So we're talking like 567 is the midpoint on that. And if we look at our risk profile, it's using the bid over here, closer to the bid. But maybe we'll get a nice move up on that one. I can dream, can't I? Ooh, long one, 16 minutes. Sorry about that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.